Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about a real tragedy of life that I think it's obviously necessary, but it's quite unfortunate that we have to go through this, and that's just forgetting things. And of course, the brain, like all brains, they have to just prevent overflow, and they have to just eventually, to keep up space, they will have to delete old memories and such. But the problem with this is that there's so many things that go in our life, so many small, whether it's like big memories or small ones, they all make an impact. And just to live years and years, just have these memories slowly fade away, I think it's a really something that we should avoid and try to, retain them in ways that will allow us to actually just understand who we are as a person. So what I've been trying to do, and I've been doing this for a while, to just keep track of my memories, is just do daily journals and just write about my day as I go. And I believe this helps me, and probably will help you too, to just remember at that moment who you are, what your thoughts were. Just write down how you feel at this moment, and just appreciate how you're where you are right now, because days tick really quickly. I've grown to learn that, and I'm glad that I realized how fast time just flies. And I know it's like a common thing that now everyone keeps saying it, but it's one thing to realize that time flies away. It's another thing to act upon it because you know for a fact. So what I would advise is just um, keep track of what you do in like in a lifestyle sense, just how you think, and just remember anything that that you would figure was kind of like a memorable moment, so that you could remind yourself of that moment that occurred. Because if you don't remind yourself of that moment, then it will just eventually fade away, because it's a lot easier to remember things if they're reminded. So what I do is just at that moment, how when I'm living my life, let's say it's just I'll even mention today. Today my grandfather actually came, and I haven't seen him in almost over 2.5 years, and I'm really happy he's here. And I remember we were just sitting outside. He was talking to me, just along this, just on the lines of just general stuff. Has a background on like computers, and he gives me advice, and that helps me around. And I just had a nice talk with him about what to do. Kind of like, it was more actually on like particularly what I should do to just save my time. And he told me I should invest in myself and just learn things so I could be prepared for college. And it was more, there was more to it, but I digress. The idea was, I haven't seen him in a while, and I'm really happy to see him. It was great to just talk to him again in person, and we had like almost like an hour long talk just outside. And that's like a memory that I really like and cherish. And maybe I'll still keep it if like years on end, but the idea is I probably won't remember the details of it as I just described, and there's more to it too. But the idea is, you can't remember every single memory, and you shouldn't have to. But a lot of memories that you make, they're actually very nice and very nice and heartwarming memories that your mind will just clear out anyway, just because that's how the bodily function works. So what I recommend is keep do some kind of just keep track of what you do, and anything that just um in your mind that occurred in your day. Just think about anything that occurred and just write it down. Not necessarily write it down, you could type it. I like typing. I've now switched to typing because it's faster. Just to remember that, and you can remind yourself, and realize that you could look back to things and you won't just blank out. You know that something wholesome happened here, because it's if you even if you like go years without thinking about it, just reading that, if you like reread like what you wrote 5 years later or something, you could just like, it'll be somewhere in your mind where you could recall it, and it's a good thing. It's a good feeling to experience, because you know you had a good time in the past, and it's something that you could be proud of, that you accomplished something, like you had a good experience, and that you know your life is at a good direction. You're just having happy memories that you've cherished and you remembered. And I think there's a really good part about it. So just allot that time, and just in that case, if you do that, it'll be help you. It probably will help you better just to understand in the future what you did at that time you're writing it. So that's what I will kind of want to touch on. And yeah, it's because then you bet it was just doing so will just help you really understand what happened. So that's kind of what I want to touch on, and that way we won't actually forget what happened. So that's what I want to talk about. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.